Okay, guys, here we are again. Today I'm going to talk about something that's very sensitive, something that actually I have never spoke to anyone about until now. It's the first time ever I'm even going to speak about it, and I'm going to do it publicly in front of a camera. My family doesn't know about this. My friends don't know about this. Only I know about the situation that I had and I went through. And the reason why I have never spoke about it is because I just feel like number one is a very touchy subject. Number two, it makes me feel like a pussy talking about it. So before anything, I just want to say that it's not easy for me to sit in front of a camera and talk about this, but I'm going to do it. The reason I'm going to do it is because I see so many of you are so fucking soft on Instagram. People that contact me that moan about not having money. You claim that you want to change your life. You claim that you want to start a business. You claim that you want to change your physique. You claim that you want to get respect from your family and from others. You claim that you want your wife back, which she's left because you're fucking useless, basically. And you guys are basically pussies. So this is why I'm putting this out. Sorry, this is raw, okay? This video is gonna be raw as fuck. And again, it's not easy for me to sit in front of a camera and talk about this. So, let's go back to 2021 when I came out of jail, and again, the police was looking for me to put me in jail again. So I was, long story short, okay, I'm just gonna go straight to the point. I was hiding in a house in middle of the forest, right? It was a massive villa in middle of nowhere. It was like a luxury jail, if you want to call it that way. Because one, I had no contact with anybody in my family or any of the people I love, because the police was checking and listening to everybody's phones around me. I was alone. I literally saw no one for 1 year. Okay, 11 months. I saw nobody. Only the person who used to bring me food, which was someone from the village, which I didn't know. It's not easy talking about this, honestly. So I was hiding in this home, okay? Very big villa, middle of the forest, in a village very far from where I was from. I was feeling so defeated, right? I was in such a dark place mentally that I really did not want to live anymore, okay? Every day that went by, I used to wake up like 2, 3 in the morning. I used to just go and punch the walls until my hands were bleeding, like all my knuckles were inside, like deep down my hands. I used to smash my head against the wall until my whole face was bleeding. Mainly because I could not see my daughter and my family, right? Okay, my friends, fuck this, but I could not have contact with my daughter, which I was waiting for 2 years to see while I was in jail. All I wanted was to come out. And again, I saw myself in a situation where police was looking after me, where I was blaming other people who actually put me in this situation. But again, that's not the way it is. You only have to blame yourself. It's always your motherfucking fault. So in that time, I was in such a dark place. I kept blaming everybody else for my problems. I couldn't find the courage to do something about it, okay? So I used to wake up in the middle of the night. I used to smash my head against the wall until my whole face was bleeding. I used to punch the walls until there was no two more, until I could not punch anymore. All of the fingers in my hand have been broken because of this, okay? All of them. Both hands. So let's go straight to the point. I was gonna shoot myself in the motherfucking head, okay? For over a week, I used to sit down on this sofa, always around 11 in the morning, 11 a.m., for a couple of hours, and just load this gun that I had and put it onto my head. And I just wanted, I really was gonna shoot myself in the head. I used to also put it in my mouth. here in my head and inside my mouth. And it was loaded. Like one wrong move, it would have blown my brains off. Why I didn't shoot myself, you say? Oh, you didn't shoot yourself because you didn't have balls. Trust me, I had balls to shoot myself in the head. But again, shooting myself in the head would have not been the brave solution. Imagine shooting myself in the head and leaving a daughter in this world where everybody's gonna say to her, your father was a pussy and life defeated him and he shot himself in the head and left you alone in this world. So every time I was about to pull that trigger, I always used to think, I've got a daughter in this world. And I have always come out of every single situation like a fucking G. And same I will do this time. But trust me, this time looked very, very dark. I was really in the dark place mentally. The thoughts that were going on in my head were only I needed to delete people off this earth, certain people. I was thinking where I was going to do certain things and where I was going to dig certain holes, things like that. If you understand, you understand. And I know most of you do. And I know it's a touchy subject to speak on the internet, but I don't give a fuck. Because you guys are pussies when you're contacting me and moaning about your stupid, silly little problems, saying you cannot find a little bit of money, claiming that you want to change your life, but you're not willing to do absolutely nothing about it, right? So for over a week, I kept putting this gun onto my head, and I was about to pull the trigger, and every time I used to think, you have to do this for your daughter, G. You're a pussy if you pull this trigger. So now you think that pulling a trigger onto someone else or even to yourself is something brave. Probably most of you at the other side of this screen are thinking, fuck, so brave if you shoot yourself. Oh, I could never shoot myself in the head. I have no balls. You don't need balls to shoot yourself in the head, because once you shoot yourself, your life is done. There's nothing else you're going to do. Whoever loves you, your loved ones, are staying on earth, and they are the ones who are going to suffer. So you're a pussy doing that. It is a selfish decision. You know what's the brave decision? To pick yourself up, get out there, fix your motherfucking mind, fix your motherfucking habits, become a fucking beast, and find a solution. So when some of you are telling me that you don't have $1,500 claiming that you want to change your life, let me tell you that when I paid $5,000 to fund my agency and get a mentorship from my OF mentor, I didn't have the money. But I fucking found it because I am a man. And a man is meant to find solutions. The world we're living in today, you guys are fucking worse than women. You want women to give you a tap in the back and comfort you in their arms. Oh, I feel sorry for you and shit. This is not what it means to be a man. A man is the one that gets up, fixes his problems on his own. You don't need to go and telling the people the problems you have. Swallow your shit and fix it. Or speak to someone who really wants to help you. Go to someone who has results. You don't need to go and fucking cry and speak to fucking other people who is not going to care about you. Most of you will go and tell your friends your problems. Friends who are not going to support you, because you don't even have proper friends around you. Because if you had proper friends and a proper circle, you will not get a chance to be put in this situation. Okay? Again, this is very hard for me to speak about, but I need to put it out there. I need to put it out there because you guys think you have problems. And you guys think it's not possible to get out of the mud. But I have made it out of the mud. I was in the deepest motherfucking hole a man can be. On drugs constantly, suicidal and psychotic thoughts. I was ready. I was ready to go. But that was my weakness. If you are strong, You face your problems. This is why I want you guys to understand that everything is possible. Absolutely everything is possible in this life if you really want to. You are the one who is creating excuses in your own head for yourself. Cut the excuses. Find more solutions. Change your surroundings. Change the music you're listening. Read some books. Do some exercise. Do a lot of motherfucking exercise. And be close to people who are where you want to be. Listen to people who are where you want to be. It's not a problem to get help. If I'll tell you the absolute truth, I've been to many psychologists that didn't help me. They will only take your money. They are not ready. This is their job. For you to have problems. They need you to have problems in order that they got a job. The best decision you can make is be close to someone who is physically, mentally, spiritually where you need to be. So cut the excuses and start putting the work. You can always find problems if that's what you're focusing on. That's not what a man is meant to do. A man is meant to find solutions. Sorry, it's not easy for me to talk about this, okay? But again, if after seeing this, you guys have the balls of coming to me and saying that you cannot do something, that you don't see the light, that you don't see that it's possible that you get your wife back, or you don't see that it's possible that you make this business work, let me tell you, you're a pussy. Man up. If I have pulled myself without anyone's help out of this hole, now that I am offering you my help to make it fucking easy as fuck, honestly, you cannot complain. If you complain, it's because you are self-sabotaging yourself. You want to lie to yourself. You want to keep excuses to yourself. You want to keep fooling yourself. Go ahead. Nobody else believes your bullshit. Only you. Okay? So guys, man up. I want you to know that there is a solution. It is possible to make it out of the mud if you really want to. It's not meant to be easy. Greatness is not meant to be easy. Success is not for everybody. If it was that easy, everybody would be there. But if you have that fire inside of you, you have to pursue it. Pursue that fire. Fucking put your balls on the table. Anyone can do it. It's a mental thing, okay? If I've done it, any of you can do it. So guys, I mean, it's not been easy for me to talk about this, okay? I'm not going to make a long-ass video about it. That's what I wanted to say. Long story short, I used to put a gun in my fucking head and wanted to shoot myself. This gun was absolutely loaded, cocked, ready to go, okay? God didn't want me to go. I could not leave my family and let people laugh at my daughter when she's older saying, your father was a pussy and he killed himself because life defeated him. Now my daughter looks at me and she says, Daddy, I'm strong like you. That's the person you want to be. Fucking pick yourself up. Okay, and stop putting excuses. You're a man, act like a man. Okay? That's it for today, guys. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. I'm going to be uploading another video. Again, thank you everybody for the support. The community is growing extremely fast. I needed to put this out because so many of you are coming with your silly fucking excuses, and I'm not having it anymore. Okay? I am helping you get out of the mud. The people who's working with me are changing, getting seen unreal results, and I'm absolutely grateful because this is what fills my heart with love. But again, I also get so many of you claiming that you want to change and you want this and you want that and you're not willing to put any work or sacrifice absolutely anything. Guys, this is so stupid. When you say things like, oh, okay, when I get some money or when is the right time, how is the right time going to come if you're not willing to do anything different that you're already doing? If you are not willing to do anything different that you're already doing, you're going to stay in the same motherfucking place. You need to put yourself in an uncomfortable position, okay? Don't be scared, guys. See you tomorrow. Born for this, BFT. Let's go.